My commitment and obsession is always to be better today than I was yesterday. If I have to make sacrifices to do that, so be it. If I have to tell that person I can't go out drinking with him anymore, so be it. Because that's not what I value. Anything or anyone that is taking me further away from my dreams has to go. I'm committed to self-development, not self-destruction. And any person that is meant to be with me on the journey will choose that higher road with me. Yes, a tougher road, but it's a much more rewarding one. I want my life to mean something, to be able to look back at my life and say, yeah, I made some tough decisions, but they were the right decisions. So many people don't get it. They piss their life away every weekend for what? So they can complain about their current circumstances for the rest of the week? Screw that! No chance! I'm in charge of my own life. It's all on me. I take responsibility, I take action, and I get shit done. You never hear me complain about another person or circumstance as the reason I'm not where I want to be. If I don't like where I am, time to knuckle down and work harder. I'm a perfect reflection of the hard work or lack of work I put in. And luck, that only comes to those who have paid their dues. If I am weak in a certain area, it won't be for long because I'm committed to be better. I will learn. I will read. I will make it happen. I will find a way. I will work until that weakness is turned into a strength.
No one can beat me because I don't give up. I'm relentless. You might knock me down, but I never stay down. It's time to rise up to your potential. Rise up past your limitations. Rise up past your family or friends' limitations. Set the standard for those around you. Don't conform to the standard like a sheep. Get out and lead the way. Get up, rise up, man up.
If you have a goal in mind and you want to achieve that goal, you have to be willing to do whatever it takes. If you're not, you're never going to reach that goal.
The more you put into anything, the more you're going to get out. The longer you train, the more you sleep, the better results you're going to get.
Small daily improvements over time will lead you to stunning results. Tiny wins are the way to greatness.
But when you find yourself getting lazy, when you find yourself getting unfocused, it's because you forgot what you're doing it for. You forgot what your motivation is. You forgot what your reasoning is. So I'm going to encourage you, if you ever find yourself distracted, remember why you're there in the first place. If you find yourself getting distracted and running off a course, remember why you're there. Remember why you went there in the first place. Remember what's pushing you, because I guarantee you the reason why you're there was something that got you to that point in the first place. You have to grind for your future. You have to persist and push for your future.
Do everything in your power so that you are eventually going to hit your goals and be great.
So you want to be successful? Well, then you got to prove yourself. You got to push through.
Success doesn't happen by chance, it happens by change. It happens by having a purpose and a clear plan that you can execute by taking daily action and wasting time.
You can truly accept this, that it's going to be hard, And like, you don't want it to be easy. You want this to be real. You want this to be powerful. You want this to like amount to something. You want to work for it. You want to go in there because you want to show up. You don't want to have that feeling of being like, I don't deserve this, because you can look back at the journey. You can look back at the sweat, the blood, the tears, the sacrifices. That's all you. That's something that you can do. And you want to be proud of that.
See, because a decision without action is only what? A good intention. Good intentions are going to get you nowhere. Dreams, goals, and dreams and visions, and all of these things mean nothing unless you take action towards them. So what are you going to do today that's going to drive your business to the next level? What are you going to do next week that's going to drive your business to the next level?
So when I procrastinate, even though I think that I'm giving myself a break, I'm actually going to have to work twice as hard as I would have had I just got up and done it.
Discipline is nothing more than demonstrating your decision on a daily basis.
You gotta look at the other side of discipline. When you have the discipline to do the things that you really don't want to do, you then earn the right to have the things that you really want to have.
Take a look at whatever you've accomplished so far and decide to compete with yourself so that you can do more than you've done in your past. Compete with yourself. Challenge yourself.
Will it always be joyful in this process? No, sometimes it's going to be downright painful. Growth is sometimes painful. But when the growth occurs, it is always glorious and beautiful.
We must all suffer one of two pains: the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. I'm asking you, when that time comes to make this choice, please choose wisely.
You're one decision away from living the best life. You're one decision away from living the life of your dreams, the life that you imagine. And that one decision typically is you saying yes to your destiny, yes to your purpose.
The challenges in our life are not meant to stop us. They're not meant to hold us back from achieving our dreams. It's the opposite. They are meant to help us truly discover who we are and what we're made of. Because that, my friends, is what moves us from ordinary to extraordinary.
You gotta work. You gotta work, because what happens if you wake up 30 days later and you're there? What happens if you wake up 60 days later and the change is coming? You know what's gonna happen? You're gonna wake up 60 days later, 90 days later, and everything's gonna change but you. And you're gonna get the same results you got before it happened because you're the exact same person. So work while you wait. I want you to see differently. Are you hearing me? I need you to see difficult differently.
You wake up every morning. What drives you?
If you want to live a life of success, a life of complete success, happiness and fulfillment, you must find your purpose. You see, if you don't know what your purpose is, if you don't know what drives you, what inspires you, then you have no reason to improve your life. How can you improve your life if you have no reason to improve it? Why do you do what you do? Why do you do what you do? What's the reason? Why do you exist? Do you know what it takes to be great? Are you willing to go that extra mile? I tell you time and time again, you will get tired. But if you have a why, we'll give you that extra strength, that extra foot you need, that extra hour you need, the courage. What makes you different from everyone else who's trying to do the same thing you're doing? What makes you stand out? Why are you so important?
Find your why will pull you up when you feel like you don't have the strength to get up anymore. Your why will keep you fighting when everyone else thinks you are out for the count. Why? Who are you fighting for? What drives you?
Is your purpose your family? Is it to prove the doubters wrong? Is it to prove yourself right? What is your purpose? Write down your purpose. Carry it with you everywhere. Feel it deep and promise yourself every day you will live your purpose. No excuses.
Somebody's waiting for you to mess up. Somebody's waiting for you to give up. Someone is waiting for you to fall. So when you're challenged by life, what are you gonna do? When you feel like you're at your lowest point in life, will you throw in the towel? Or will you make the moves to be successful? Don't look back. Just remember where you came from and let that drive push you to go forward. It's not always gonna be an easy road. And when you reach success, you won't take it for granted. You'll cherish those moments you were without. And when you fall down, get back up. Dust yourself off. You need to find something that drives you. Something that no matter what happens, this part of you does not change. This drive in you does not change. This purpose never dies. No matter how many times life knocks you down, your purpose pulls you up every time. This is the reason I will fight for my dreams. This is the reason I will take no for an answer. When it hurts, keep going. Those cloudy days, those storms, telling you to keep going. Those times in your life when you can't see how you're gonna make it. Some things you can't change. You just have to live with. But if you do have a choice, make the right choice. Your purpose is that one thing that lights you up. It's the one thing that will get you up early. That one thing. When you're doing it, time stops. Your purpose may be something you don't want. It may be seeing someone in your past and thinking, no matter what, I will ensure I never end up like that. Your purpose is always something that lights a fire in you. I will do this no matter what. My family is counting on me. My friends are counting on me. I am counting on me.
Every morning when your feet hit the floor, tell yourself today could be the day. Today could be the day that I turn my entire world upside down for the better. Today could be the day everything in my life changes. Today is the day I take all things in my life to another level. It only takes one moment, one decision, one action, and your whole entire life could change forever. You want a better life, a better job, your own company, more money, more happiness, a better, stronger body, a better relationship? You can have it all. If you just decide today that you will no longer settle for average. What if you set a goal today and actually committed to taking action now to improve every area of your life for the next 90 days? Do you think that you can become the greatest version of yourself? You bet your bottom dollar you could. But only with commitment. We're talking about real commitment with real discipline and real hard work. The truth is, it only takes a moment to make that decision. It only takes a moment. The truth is, you can have whatever you want in life. Committed and consistent day in and day out. But you know how the story goes. What usually happens? Life gets in the way, doesn't it? Family might get in the way, won't they? Maybe not intentionally, but hey, they want you to go out with them, have a little bit of fun, come to the wedding, have a few drinks. I mean, come on, a one day off won't hurt your progress, will it? Well, do you want this or don't you? It is perfectly okay to say no. You can say no, thank you, I'd rather be strong. But what about the other life issues that are getting your way? You got bills to pay, right? You got things to do around the house. You have relationships. It's too hard right now. I'll do it later. Yeah, let me tell you something. That word later almost always turns into another word. Never. Sometimes we tend to ramble on a lot about the haters, the doubters, the naysayers, right? But listen, really, there's no greater obstacle in your way than your own self. That story you made up to yourself about why you can't do this and why you can't do that. Listen to me. The only thing that is keeping you from your dreams is yourself. Nothing else.
It only takes one moment to make a decision. One moment to say no. To say again. Never again will I settle. Never again will I accept anything but first place. One moment to be strong. One moment to separate myself from the rest.
You have to change your habits. Listen, if your habit is always to take action right now, then your results will skyrocket. I guarantee it. Always tomorrow, then you'll be that guy that is saying tomorrow until there are no more tomorrows left. Today is the day. Today is the day. Today is the day.
Yes, it hurts sometimes when you feel alone. It hurts sometimes when you're in that dark place and you feel no one cares about you. The first thing you got to realize is that you got to love yourself. It's about self-love. Start understanding that if you're going to do something with your life, you got to fall in love with yourself again. You got to stop self-hating yourself. Do something that's going to make you a better person. Make an impact in this world. Don't look at it as though it's something that you got to do temporary. Although we know that life is short, like many people in this world, they didn't realize that the next day they was going to be diagnosed with cancer. They thought that tomorrow was going to be waiting for them, and they did not wake up. You are still living. Now, what do you have to do? How are you going to move forward? How are you going to proceed your life? Life is not a game. Life is living. There's the good and there's the bad, and there's definitely the right now. You can't wait for somebody else to make your life better. You got to make your life better. You got to focus on you. Now, I'm not saying forget the rest of the people, but I'm telling you to get rid of the things that are not making you strong, that are not making you better, that are not making you efficient, that's not putting you in a better place, that's not giving you the strength that you need to keep living the life that you have been given. Don't you give up on life, because once your life is over, you can't come back. Leave your mark. Help someone. Lift someone up when they're down. Be the strength for others when they're weak. And maybe when you're at the weakest point in your life, someone will lift you up. Because we all struggle. No one is immune to it. So keep fighting forward. Don't give up. Live. Breathe. Life. You. That's what it's about. It's gonna hurt. Sometimes it's gonna get tough. But when it get tough, you get tough. Just make sure you make your mark. Make sure you make your mark in this world. Because somebody didn't make it today. But you did. Keep living. Keep living strong. Don't give up. Worrying about what's gonna happen tomorrow, because guess what? Tomorrow doesn't owe you or me anything. As a matter of fact, tomorrow's already made up his mind. You have this moment. You can't worry about yesterday because yesterday is not coming back to look for you. Whatever you had the chance to do yesterday won't come back. But you have this moment. You have this chance to do something great with this life that you have been given. You may have been through a lot in your life. You may have been through hell in your life. But hell doesn't own you. Hell did not create you. Life has been given to you from a higher power. Something that you need to understand, that no matter who you are, in this world that we live in today, everyone must struggle. Everyone must suffer. But everybody that is going through something always has a story to tell. Most people that are successful right now had to go through something to get what they got to this day. Some people are not even willing to hurt and to feel that so that they get what it is that they want. But let's go beyond that. What about the other people out here who can't walk? What about the people out there who can't talk? What about the people out there that are suffering from diseases that cannot be cured from? What about you? What about you? What are you gonna do about the life you have? How are you gonna live? How far are you gonna go? Do you feel sorry for yourself because you're having a bad day? Do you feel sorry for yourself because you lost your job? Do you feel sorry for yourself because you just feel like you're just not having the day that you want to have because the day that you have is not the way you want it to go? Or do you feel that you deserve a pat on your back because you did a good thing? We all got a responsibility. We all got to be accountable. We all got to put in work. But don't give up, because there's somebody out there right now that is hurting. There's somebody out there right now that is struggling. There's somebody out there right now that's got it a little bit tougher than you do. So why are you gonna give up now? Anything that comes your way, you got to be prepared to accept the challenge and go through it. Don't lay on your back. If something's on your chest, get it off. As long as you're breathing, as long as your heart is pumping blood, you're not dead yet. They haven't put rose petals on your box yet. Make sure every breath you take counts for something. It's time to understand that if you want to get something out of your life, you got to be willing to work for it. How much are you really willing to give? Are you prepared to hurt? Are you prepared to struggle? Because if you're not that person, then lay back down. Stay where you are. Don't move forward. Move backwards. You're the person that you say you are. We don't have time to wait, because time doesn't owe you anything. Time is not thinking about you. Time has already made up its mind. What you gonna do? Who said it's supposed to be easy? It takes grit. It takes tenacity. It takes sacrifice. Stop feeling sorry for yourself. This is not a pity party. But you got the right to celebrate the life. Because no matter if it's good or if it's bad, nothing is greater than living. Because if you're living, there's a possibility to change something. But not just change it, evolve it. Evolve it to something greater. Being able to take something that may not be nothing to others, but may mean something to you. There are so many people in this world that don't believe in you. But while you're sitting around worrying about people believing in you, focus on believing in yourself. Live, breathe, life. You. That's what it's about.
Success, guys, is a very, very lonely road, man. And along that road, you're not gonna see too many friends. You're gonna see your shadow most often. See, the thing is, for many people, they've tried the same path you're on, and they failed. You don't burn out mentally, because you always burn out physically. You gotta trust in the heart of hearts. What you're doing, what you believe in, is a worthy cause, a winnable fight. If you allow it to sit, it will grow roots and start breaking you down, destroying the potential of the person you can be. The champions, guys. It's not their potential, it's not their genetics. It's their perseverance to always show up. What I'm saying is the character of who you are. It's not the title that makes you, it's not the success that makes you. The character defines the success, defines the fame, and it starts right there. It's how you look at something. If your name's attached to it, that you do it right, the best of your ability every single time. Championships aren't won in the arena. They're won in the thousands of hours in the training room, in the labs, in the 5 a.m. runs, and when it's raining, when everyone else is sleeping. That's when it's won. The heart of a champion is a light switch that's always on. It doesn't go on and off when someone's watching. It's constant. Fear is self-imposed, meaning it doesn't exist. You create it, you can destroy it too. I love fear. The reason why? Behind every fear is a You face your fears, you become the person you want to be. You run from your fears, you're not living. You're alive. If you face your fears, guys, fear is destroyed. It comes back in as confidence. What else am I capable of? What else am I holding my back from that I'm capable of more? What am I running from I don't need to? What else can I overcome? When you embark on this journey, you must know that it's going to go down before it comes up. And when it comes up, it's going to go so much higher than you've ever been. It begins right now with no one looking at it. The difference between a winner and a loser. Gets back up, it does it again, until it goes his way. Sacrificing today for tomorrow's better. Something in the near future, relative future, that gives value to today. We all fall down in life. The question is, who gets back up? You go after and you give it all you have. If you lose, at least you tried, man. I failed. It's 10 times more of a man than someone said, what if? Because what if never went to the arena? You've hit the wall someplace, you've looked in the mirror too many times and haven't smiled. You want to change the situation, move from where you are. And you do it right, the best of your ability every single time. That's the same person who has his hand raised on the podium one day. Because it's hard, it's an uphill battle. It's a path less taken. That's what creates a champion.